always dressed in black and gray, but I saw her in every shade. She walked in rooms like autumn wind, not loud, not soft, just carried in. And no one noticed how her hands would shake, or how she faked the smile she'd make. She hid her fire in vintage lace, spoke little truth but left a trace of someone deeper than they saw, a masterpiece behind the flaw. I watched her bloom behind closed doors, in color she never wore. She was crimson when she kissed, a spark they'll never miss. She was sapphire in her dreams, but lived in other schemes, painted pale by all their lore. But I saw color she never wore. Hummed a tune no one could place, a language lost inside her grace. She loved the rain more than the sun, because the tears could come undone. A laugh that echoed through her pain, scribbled in a window pane. She feared the light for what it meant, but in the dark her truth was sent. I watched her bloom behind closed doors, in color she never wore. She was crimson when she kissed, a spark they'll never miss. She was sapphire in her dreams, but lived in other schemes, painted pale by all their lore. But I saw color she never wore. To them she was a fading shade, but I saw the hue she never displayed. She was more than all her years. She was crimson when she kissed, the kind of fire they always missed. She was sapphire, wild and free, in silent songs she sang to me, painted pale by all their lore. But I saw color she never wore. She wore black and gray, but inside she was every shade. And so is she. She wrote him letters she never sent, folded in corners that wouldn't bend, spilled her soul in midnight ink, paused between each word to think. The lamp beside her flickered low, but never out, like hope won't go. She told the page of all she missed, of all the whisper love he'd never read, to silent lines her heart would bleed. Letters in the lamplight glow, tales of love he'll never know. She wrote him home in every line, still chasing ghosts she called divine. He's gone but she still writes him there, in the yellow hush of softened air, a story told in shadow light of letters in the lamplight. She hides him deep beneath her bed, beneath the dreams that she once fed. Each envelope a sealed goodbye, today she wished she didn't try. No reply, but she still stays, tracing him in tangled phrase. The lamplight knows the things she keeps, the prayers she folds before she sleeps. And though her voice may never land, she lets it tremble through her hand. Letters in the lamplight glow, tales of love he'll never know. She wrote him home in every line, still chasing ghosts she called divine. He's gone but she still writes him there, in the yellow hush of softened air, a story told in shadowed fight of letters in the lamplight. She doesn't need an answer back, her heart beats on that paper track, and in that glow she finds the grace to meet herself in empty glow, soft confessions only pages know. She carved her world in loops and ink, told herself things he didn't think. He's gone but still he breathes in lines, between the flicker and the signs, a love untouched by morning light, held in letters in the lamplight. And so is she. It lingers in the corner still, the silence we forgot to fill. You left a shirt on the back of the door, still smells like September before. We didn't break, we just let go, like pages tearing soft and slow. You held your words like fragile glass, and I pretended they would pass. We both knew but never said, some stories die before they're read. I walk through rooms that hold your trace, but nothing fits in your old space. This is the shape of what we lost, outlined in shadows, drawn in frost, a kiss that never found the end, a love too tired to defend. You were a fire without a flame, and I was the echo in your name. We're just a heart still holds your breath, like time forgot to mark your death. Of laughter, love, and quiet nights, of low-lit rooms and gentle fights. You said you'd stay until it hurt, but promises can taste like dirt. I held the weight while you slipped through, and now I'm left with shades of you. These photographs can't bear the truth of growing old inside our youth. This is the shame of what we lost, outlined in shadows, drawn in frost. A kiss that never found the end, love too tired to defend. You were a fire without a flame, and I was the echo in your name. We're just a heart forever crossed. This is the shame of what we lost. There's no rewinding things unsaid, just silence folded in our bed. You were a line I couldn't bend, a start we couldn't redefend. This is the shame of what we lost, a love that bent beneath the cost. You held the door but wouldn't wait, and I kept time a beat too late. You were a fire without a flame, and I was the echo in your name. No maps can lead to what we crossed. This is the shame of what we lost. Still breathing in these walls, but gone in all we were. Where you said you'd never lie. We met where lights pretended stay, a marquee dream on a one-act play. You took my hand like you meant to stay, but stars burn out the brightest way. Your jacket brushed against my skin. It felt like more than a simple sin. We danced in crowds we didn't know, with secrets neither dared to show. Your promises were sweet and bold, but turned to echo soft and cold. Beneath the marquee sky, you told me truth wrapped in a lie. The colors shimmered in your eyes, while love unraveled in disguise. We kissed like strangers in a show, with lights above. We couldn't know that hearts could fade and still ask why. beneath the marquee sky, beneath the marquee sky. That's where I lost you and I. Some endings never shout, they just arrive. We didn't fight, we didn't scream. It faded slow like a fading dream. You poured your coffee, same old way, but I could feel you slip each day. Your laughter stopped before it fell. The space between us knew too well. We spoke in nods and passing sighs. As love unheard ate quiet ties. It wasn't one big moment torn, but pieces softened, edges worn. We grew into goodbye, like seasons change beneath the sky. Not with a crash, but with a breath. A love that softened into death. You didn't leave, and neither did I, but still we grew into goodbye. The record spun but didn't play. We smiled like actors in a play. I missed you most when you were near. Your voice no longer reached my ear. We made the bed, we made the meals, but skipped the parts where feeling heals. And even silence had its weight, like something fragile we outgrew late. There's no one left to point the blame. Just two hearts learning, not the same. We grew into goodbye, like seasons change beneath the sky. Not with a crash, but with a breath. A love that softened into death. You didn't leave, and neither did I, but still we grew into goodbye. Oh, they never tell you how love ends. Not always fire, not always bends. Sometimes it's slow like morning light, too soft to see, too dim to fight. We grew into goodbye, with every look, with every try. A silent vow we couldn't keep, a garden fading in our sleep. No tears, no door slammed wide, just footsteps echoing outside. You didn't leave, and neither did I, but still we grew in every breath, in every shade. I passed her coat still hanging there, faint trace of jasmine in the air. The hallway holds her phantom laugh, a memory caught in a photograph. She's not a ghost, not quite a flame, but nothing ever feels the same. The mirror blurs where she once stood, like she erased herself for good. I chase her through familiar routes, where shadows wore her sweet perfume. Shadows wore her perfume on curtains kissed by pale monsoon. She whispered love in half-closed doors, then vanished through unwritten scores. I searched for her in dust and gloom, in echo breath and silver bloom. The scent remains, the light resumes, but shadows wore her perfume. I still make tea the way she liked, two sugars in the quiet light. Her books stay open, spine unbent, as if the ending came and went. She never passed, she never ran, she just dissolved from who I am. Like twilight swallowing a sigh, or stars that blink before goodbye. I find her steps in wooden floors, and something softer behind doors. Shadows wore her perfume on curtains kissed by pale monsoon. She whispered love in half-closed doors, then vanished through unwritten scores. I searched for her in dust and gloom, in echo breath and silver bloom. The scent remains, the light resumes, but shadows wore her perfume. The senses know before the mind that love once lived, then left behind. Shadows wore her perfume, like songs that end too soon. Her warmth still haunts this quiet room, where time forgets and scents resume. She kissed the air, then disappeared, but left her name inside a tear. And though the seasons may exude, she lingers still in her perfume. Shadows wore her perfume, and now the silence wears her too. still hear her. She didn't shout when she was hurt. Her silence fell like ash and dirt. She watched the stars without a sound, while all my words just spun around. The room would hum with things unsaid. She'd turn away and smile instead. I played the fool with louder notes, while she wrote symphonies in quotes. The quiet was an empty space. It held the truth I couldn't face. That's the way her silence sang, like midnight bells that never rang. A melody without the strings, a cage disguised in golden wings. She never begged, she never cried. She let her silence speak goodbye. The loudest loss I've ever known was in a voice that made no tone. She'd answer storms with folded hands and make me feel what I couldn't stand. I broke her heart and called it fair. She wore the wound like vintage air. I chased the noise outside our bed, while she composed the tears I shed. She spoke in sighs and shifts of light, a fading song I couldn't write. I hear her still in every chord, the words I missed, the ones ignored. That's the way her silence sang, like midnight bells that never rang. A melody without the strings, a cage disguised in golden wings. She never begged, she never cried. She let her silence speak goodbye. The loudest loss I've ever known was in a voice that made no tone. She didn't scream, she didn't stay. She just let everything decay. And in that hush, she left me bare, with all the noise that wasn't there. I tried to talk, but I was late. She'd already sealed her fate, and now I sit inside this song, trying to right what I did wrong. But all that's left is echoes hanging of the way her silence sang. She worshipped what others ran from. She stood outside when thunder came, barefoot in puddles, calling my name. Eyes closed, arms to the sky, like the rain could teach her how to cry. She wore sorrow like a hymn. Let every raindrop wash her sin. She said the clouds knew her by heart, and storms would always play her part. I watched her glow beneath the gray, more alive than light could say. Rain was her religion, not the silence of a chapel's floor, but the way it fell and freed her more. She'd pray in storms, not with her knees, but dancing wild in dripping trees. She gave her soul without condition, because rain was her religion. She taught me how to lose control, how brokenness can still be whole. She rid her faith in lightning scar, and found her truth in who we are. I couldn't match her kind of grace, too scared to drown, too slow to chase. While she surrendered to the flood, I stayed on shore, afraid of mud. She smiled when others closed their doors. Love most what the sky ignores. Rain was her religion, not the stillness in a sacred book, but the winds and floods that shook. She'd pray in storms, not with her knees, but dancing wild in dripping trees. She gave her soul without condition, because rain was her religion. She left with the monsoon tide, whispered love, then stepped aside. And though I stayed in shelter's grip, I still taste her on my lip. She used to lean by the window pane like she belonged to the morning rain. Her hair would fall across her face like curtain drapes of quiet grace. She never noticed when I stared, or how the silence held me there. She spoke in tones of dusk and fire, in every word a slow desire. She'd braid her thoughts in secret rhyme and lose herself in folds of time. She left the light on just in case, but never asked me to replace. I still sit where her hair would fall, the empty space, the quiet call, the smell of sleep, the sound of tea, all the ways she once touched me. She was the calm before it all, and I still lean where her hair would fall. She traced her life with open hands, but I mistook her soul for plans. She dreamt in frames I never knew, while I held fast to black and blue. She whispered songs into the air and danced alone without a care. I watched her go without a word, the softest leave I've ever heard. She never begged for me to stay, but her goodbye still finds its way. I still sit where her hair would fall, the morning light, the shadow crawl, the scent of rain, the way she'd hum before the heartache ever come. She was the hush before the squall, and I still lean where her hair would fall. Some memories don't make a sound, but bloom like light beneath the ground. And though she's gone, I see it all in the air, where her hair would fall. I still sit where her hair would fall, the mirror cracks, the hallway small, the silence sings her name so sweet, like footsteps that I'll never meet. She was the breath before the call, and I still live where her hair would fall. Still here, where her hair would fall. Ah, ah. ever dream. She smiled like secrets held in bloom, but left her soul in every room. She laughed at stars I couldn't see, and wandered far inside of me. I held her hand, but not her flight. She slipped through fingers every night. And though we danced, I danced alone, and borrowed light that wasn't home. Her name wasn't mine to keep. It lived in places far too deep. She gave me glances, not her roots, and left her heart in hidden roots. She spoke in languages of sky, while I stay grounded, asking why. A love too wild, too incomplete. Her name wasn't mine to keep. She marked the books we never read, left lines unsaid in things she said. She made a bed with half a dream, and painted truths in between. She kissed like thunder on the shore, but always looked beyond the door. And every time I called her mine, I felt the tremble in that line. She never lied, but never stayed. A song too free to be replayed. Her name wasn't mine to keep. It echoed soft in silent sleep. She gave me hours, not her years, and held her love behind her fears. She walked in rhythms not my own, and taught me loss I'd never known. A story sweet but incomplete. Her name wasn't mine to keep. Some hearts are meant for winds and tides, and I was just a place she hides. Her name wasn't mine to keep. I watched her vanish in the deep. She left no trail, no closing scene, just stardust on a memory screen. She taught me how to let love go, without a reason, without a show. Now silence sings where she would sleep. Her name wasn't mine to She was never mine, not fully. She'd walk into a crowded place, then fold herself in softer space. Always there, but slightly blurred, like a footnote behind the louder word. She'd smile when no one asked her to, then drift away like morning dew. She spoke in pauses, soft and slight, and held her truths just out of sight. She lived between the lines of things, like autumn caught on quiet wings. She lived in parentheses, in moments no one ever sees. The quiet breath between two laughs, a shadow traced on golden paths. She gave but always in between, a love too soft to be seen. And I kept chasing what this is. She lived in parentheses. She'd write me notes without a name, tucked in books she never claimed. She kissed me like an afterthought, a memory that can't be caught. We danced in songs she wouldn't play. She led, then slowly walked away. And though she never once confessed, I heard her heartbeat second best. I try to hold what won't exist, like catching rain inside a fist. She lived in parentheses, a whisper folded on the breeze, a fleeting glance, a quiet plea, a sunset blurred in reverie. She stayed but never with both feet, and I could never quite compete with all the spaces made like this. She lived in parentheses. Oh, she taught me how to feel the pause, to love without a grand applause. She loved me soft, she loved me brief, then vanished like a fallen leaf. She lived in parentheses, between the touch and the release, a love too shy to wear a name, but bold enough to leave a flame. She was the hush between two lines that haunts the page long after time. And though she's gone, I feel her kiss. She lives in parentheses. In parentheses. Was an aside. We reached, but never touched the same. You stood so close, but miles away. Eyes like a sky that wouldn't stay. We spoke in lines we didn't mean, like faded films behind the screen. Your voice would drift across the air, but never really settled there. I saw the ache behind your smile, but stayed too quiet all but we weren't warm. A stillness inside every stone. There was glass between our hands, pressed with love we couldn't stand. We traced the shape but couldn't feel what hearts forget when things turn real. So close but never broke the pain. We kept pretending through the pain. Two souls in separate strands, with glass between our hands. You held your dreams just out of reach, and I stayed locked in what I preach. We danced like ghosts in mirrored halls, too scared to let the distance fall. The window fogged with all we missed, a life we sketched but never kissed. We lived in shadows dressed as light, and let it end without a fight. I knew your heart, but not its door. We never reached what love was for. There was glass between our hands, pressed with love we couldn't stand. We traced the shape but couldn't feel what hearts forget when things turn real. So close but never broke the pain. We kept pretending through the pain. Two souls in separate strands, with glass between our hands. If I had reached before the fear, would you have stayed or disappeared? We played a love behind the screen, where nothing's whole and nothing's seen. There was glass between our hands, a barrier no heart withstands. We watched it crack but didn't move, afraid of what the fall might prove. Now I sit with shattered strands of what we were, with glass between our hands. We reached, but never touched the same. There's a melody I never played, still resting in the notes I stayed. I wrote a song but never shared, each line a truth I never dared. The chords were soft, the tempo slow, too fragile for the world to know. I hummed it once inside my head, while lying restless in our bed. You slept like silence, unaware of how much I had meant to share. But some songs never reach the end, they're heavy with what's not an unsent song. I save the lines on paper worn, where feelings rise and dreams are torn. Each lyric held a piece of you and all the things I couldn't do. You'd speak of stars and brighter days. I'd nod while hiding darker haze. I feared that if I let it play, the music might just drift away. So I kept quiet, kept it safe inside the silence I couldn't break. This is the way of an unsent song, a love that lived where it didn't belong. Notes that trembled in my chest, words too scared to leave the rest. You never heard your melody, but every verse still echoes me. No louder truth, no deeper wrong than the weight of an unsent song. Some love is written, never sung, left beneath the breathless tongue. The strongest voice can still refrain when singing means reliving pain. This is the way of an unsent song. Too right to lose, too raw for long. It lived in silence, found in sleep, in promises I couldn't keep. You'll never know the lullaby that watched you leave but couldn't cry. Still playing low where hearts prolong. The weight of an unsent song. I wrote it for you, but never sang along. She kept the light but hid the flame, and never spoke the things she'd named. She took pictures of skies, not faces, chased sunsets through forgotten places. Her walls were bare, no prints, no signs of all the love she left behind. She'd laugh and let it touch the air, but never pin it anywhere. No trophies, no lines on the wall, just fleeting looks and half a call. I asked her once what love had meant. She smiled and changed the subject's bent. These are the things she never framed, moments soft, unnamed, untamed. A touch she gave, then tucked away, a stare that didn't dare to stay. She lived in glances, not in claims. she'd spent on stages. She gave her heart in coffee steam, then pulled it back inside a dream. She left no trace in morning light, except the way she held me tight, then faded like a whispered prayer, still echoing in empty air. She never asked for songs or rings, just time and all its quiet things. These are the things she never framed, moments soft, unnamed, untamed, a kiss that paused then slipped behind the edge of something undefined. She lived in silence, not in names, and loved in ways she never framed. Some hearts are too wild to keep. They leave their mark where memories sleep, and all I own of who she was are ghosts she drew without applause. These are the things she never framed, but etched in me just the same. A crooked smile, a breathless night, a hand that knew when to hold tight. She left no portraits, no acclaim, but loved in ways she never framed. She loved me once, just not by name. She never slammed a door, but always left it open just enough. She wore her parting like a pearl, a shimmered weight, a quiet swirl. With every step she looked composed, but I could feel the story close. Her smile was stitched in satin thread, a grace that said what went unsaid, and in her eyes the closing scene of things too soft to stay unseen. No cries, no fight, no last request, just silence drape across her chest. She wore goodbye like jewelry, something precious, bittersweet. Not a break but a release, like letting go with perfect peace. She dressed her wounds in elegance and left without a backward glance. A love too deep, too pure, too truly. She wore goodbye like jewelry. Her voice was velvet edged in gold, Not a fight, but loosening, like pages flying from a string. She left with grace, not cruelty, but silence framed her subtly. A farewell dressed in symmetry. She wore goodbye like jewelry. Until the look that stole the look, and now I keep what she let fall, like earrings hung in empty halls. Like perfume faint upon my chest, she taught me parting isn't cruel when love is worn like something jewel. She left no scars, just melody. She wore goodbye like jewelry. She never slammed the door, but left me long